trip down memory lane, Captain. You look surprised. All that effort to destroy the Singularity when all I had to do was simply rebuild it. Now, give me the TMD.
Don't, Renko. We're missing something, but we can figure it out. We can still set things right.
Only the victors rewrite the history books. And you lost.
Only the victors rewrite the history books. That's it! The Singularity is not the problem. You went back in time and saved Demichev from being killed in the burning building. Remember? He's what you changed, and he's what you have to change back. You cannot let Demichev live.
It won't work. You've already tried that. And failed. Don't you remember who else was there, Captain Renko? That other man was you.
He's right, Captain. You are the anomaly, which means the only way to correct the timeline is for you to stop yourself.
You mean kill himself? You're asking a man to sacrifice himself for something you've been mistaken about. How many times now? I'm not sure you're a reliable authority, Beresov.
Renko, don't listen to him. You can save the world.
So you say. But Captain, think about what you were before all of this. A drone in the hive. I can offer you a whole other life. Things you could only imagine. At your fingertips. Give me the TMD. And help rule the world.
Is this a world you want to be a part of, Renko? Look around you! Look at all the suffering this man has caused.
No visionary leader is without his critics.
Renko, he is not a leader. He's a mass murderer, a dictator. You must stop him at all costs. Use the TMD on the Singularity. Travel back in time and kill yourself.
Well, that certainly sounds like an attractive offer. Or you can prove your loyalty to me by killing Beresov. And I will grant you unlimited power. Make your choice, Captain.
Alright, it looks like we got a choice to make here. Beresov, who's helped us through this all, or Demichev, who's tried to kill us. Sorry, Demichev.
My God.
Not sorry, actually.
Dead. Captain, you just killed the most powerful man in the world. But this changes nothing.
Isn't that what we were trying to do this whole time?
And stop yourself from saving Demichev in the burning building.
Alright. So that means we have to go ahead and we have to use our TMD on this again. And back in time we go. Back to the burning building, where it all began. So here we are. And there we are. And now, there we go. Everything should be back to normal.
Hammer 2-1, Red Fleet actual, you are now entering Katorga 12 airspace.
Roger that, Red Fleet. Continuing on this vector. ETA to target 3 minutes.
I don't know why they keep making us do this run. Not like we ever see anything. Military intelligence. What a joke.
Hammer 2-1, maintain present speed and heading.
Copy that, Red Fleet.
I never get tired of seeing that.
That definitely didn't end as how you guys expected, did it? Yeah. I remember the first time I played this, I did not expect that ending at all, and just so you know, there are in fact multiple endings if you decide to play this game. There's different endings if you shoot Barisov, there's a different ending if you shoot both of them, so there's actually a little bit of replay value, but in all honesty, having played through this game as many times as I have, it was actually a little bit of a shock. I was not entirely enjoying myself when it came to this. It was just like, I mean, it felt good like starting off with it, but by the time I reached near the end, I'm like, oh my god, is there anything else after this? Can we finally be at the Singularity? And I don't know, I guess maybe I remember this game being better than I thought it was. I mean, I definitely think it's better than, you know, BioShock 2 or anything, but comparing it to after BioShock Infinite, trying to compare this to the BioShock series is just a little too much in my opinion. I definitely think that had this added some kind of, not side quest, but like side story mission kind of things to it, like how the original BioShock has, that it just would have been so much better. It could have been just a little bit higher production value, just a little bit higher everything. It would have been just a better game, and I really feel like it might have just been rushed, if anything. And right here we get to see some really cool concept art for different enemies, things that obviously did not make it to the end. You see some phase tick human hybrids, which I think would have been really cool. Some different things for Catherine. Okay, there's a couple of mechs that you see throughout this game, or throughout this ending part. There's one of those phase tick human hybrids I was talking about. But you see like a bunch of mechs and stuff like that. I wish that they had mechs in this. That would have been so cool. You know, just some mech battles in the middle of it. Missed opportunities. Oh well. These credits are kind of long, but I recommend that you sit through them because I'm going to talk about my next Let's Play. So I'm just going to drop some hints. I'm not going to outright say what it is, but it's one of my favorite games. It is another survival horror game. I promise you, soon I'm going to be doing RPGs. I already know what RPG I want to do, but it's going to be probably about 2 or 3 Let's Plays from now. Not 100% sure. So it's either going to be Let's Play number 6 or 7 that it will finally, maybe even 8, that I finally get around to doing a RPG, but I already have an idea as to what RPG I want to start off with. Anyway, yeah, so my next Let's Play is one of my favorite survival horror games of all time, and the first in one of my favorite survival horror series. It's an awesome combination of in my opinion, one movie that is freaking fantastic and is considered one of the best horror movies of all time, that recently saw another movie be released in it that did not do nearly as well because people are idiots, and the people who were producing it and stuff did not do what they said they were going to do, and actually really hurt the chance of that movie being good. And the second movie that's based off of is a late 90s movie that, in my opinion, is one of the best psychological horror movies of all time, and is really underrated. And I know now it's like kind of a cult movie, but it's just so good, and you guys really should check it out. I'm not going to say outright what movies they are because it will probably give it away, but once we'll just see. So the first one is an 80s movie. The first one that recently saw another movie be released is an 80s movie that was praised for its effects back then, and even today they're still really impressive. They were all done by one guy, and it's just a great movie. And it's really creepy. And the second movie is just, well, let's just say it kind of makes you wonder if we were to ever achieve faster than light travel what would actually happen. And it's just so good. And they both have heavily influenced this game. And I know for people who don't really care that much about like all the backstories, how a game's created, it's just it was just really cool because they're two of my favorite movies, and when I found out that this game was influenced by it, it was no wonder why I loved it so much. Anyway, I guess another hint I'll drop is that the main character's name is a combination of, I don't know if it's I think it's the first name of one science fiction writer and the last name of another science fiction writer. And if that does not give away what it is, then you guys really should just look up video game character named after two science fiction authors, or something like that. And it's a great game. And you guys have probably played it, if anything. I know there's a bunch of Let's Plays of it out there, but I'm just excited for it. So that's it. Also, I just want to say thank you to to my family, to my girlfriend, to everyone who I love and hold dear to me. I know that I can sometimes be a pain in the butt, but I'm really glad that I have you guys in my life, and you're all just so important to me. And yeah, so there's that. Also, I want to say thank you to Ravensoft for producing this game. It is a great game. Also even to Activision for publishing it. But yeah, so there's that. And then yeah, I guess that's really all I want to say. I highly recommend that you watch all the way to the end, or at least skip to the last 30 seconds or so, because these credits are a little bit long. But I left them in just so everybody who's made the game can get all their credit where credit is due. So that's the whole point of credits, is that, hey, these guys helped make this game, so please cherish them and think they're awesome. So anyway, I'm Codex947, and I will see you all on the 20th of April, where I will start my new Let's Play. And I'll see you guys then. bye.